Hi, my name is Kyle Hargett. I'm a member of the Infinity Product Management team. In the next few minutes, I will walk through the Infinity Scan module. So I've opened the Infinity Scan installation folder on my Windows desktop. Infinity Scan is a .NET application, so obviously it requires a Windows workstation and Windows .NET version 4. So I'm going to double click the exe. Enter a valid user account and password. I'm going to expand advanced settings. Infinity Scan supports scanning into multiple partitions. In this case, I'm using the default, but I could, if I were scanning into a different partition, obviously I could to change that here. Also, it communicates with IPP using web services. So you have to supply a web services URL. We can do this either in the application, and upon successful login, it is written to the config file, or as you saw, when you bring up the application, this information is populated from the configuration file. So let's log in. Okay, we successfully logged into Infinity Scan. As the application was initializing, it reserved a scanner. If you want to configure the scanner, there are options to do so in the toolbar. You can come up and select a scan source, configure the scanner properties, select a scanner profile. Communication between the application and the scanner is done so via Twain and Kofax BRS or BRS Elite. Version 4.5 is supported. The options in this toolbar for image enhancements, the barcode properties, annotations, black border properties, these are all supplied through the Kofax software, and obviously we provide options to access those dialogues for configuring that feature set. I'm going to simulate scanning by importing some images, since I don't have a scanner attached to my workstation. So I'm going to select some images. These are TIFF files. You'll see them come into the thumbnails panel as they're being acquired. So we can take a look at the images. You get a thumbnail view on the left side and then the larger view on the right. So I can step through these various images by clicking the thumbnail, or I can use the navigation features in the image viewer itself to step through the various pages. It looks like I have an IRA document here with an IRA application that has 4 images. I'm going to select those 4. What I'd like to do is separate this image from this set of images from the others into a document. I do that by basically highlighting them, click Add Document, and now I have 2 documents. Let's take a look at the second document. It looks like a brokerage form, and it looks like it's scanned in backwards. So what I can do to rectify the situation is select one of the images in the document, come up here, click this reverse order button, and now they're all in the correct order. So now I have 2 documents. I have several other options available to me for cleaning up documents. I can delete pages using the delete. I can use control and paste, or cut and paste to move images from one document to another. I can use these arrow buttons to move images up and down in case they're in the incorrect order. Already showed you the reverse order. If an image is not in the correct rotation, I can use these rotation options to rotate them left and right. I also have this one group documents option, which can be used if you have a lot of documents scanned in that are all they all have the same number of pages. For instance, let's say we scanned in several of these IRA forms. These are 4 pages. We could just come in here, put in 4, click OK, and all of the images in the batch will be placed into a document by 4. Notice as I've created a couple documents, this batch note up here has been changing. The counts are up to 2 documents and 14 pages. If I add another document, it's now 3 documents, same number of pages. Paste that back in. Also, now that I have 3 documents, you'll notice I have picked up a warning. This is warning me that this document has a problem. It can't be created. Can't really be sent to IPP. In this case, it's because it does not have any pages in it. So let me just come over here and delete that. The delete works with, I can delete either a current page, or I'm sorry, a current document, or I can delete the entire batch. The next thing I want to do is select the starting process for my documents. So document 2 is an IRA. So we'll set that as an IRA. Second document is a brokerage. So we'll set that as, to go to start a process in the brokerage process definition. So we set the process manually for both documents, and we set them individually. Another way to set them, set the process, would be to click to use the batch node. This has been put in as a convenience feature, but by clicking the batch node, you can actually set the process for all documents in the batch at the same time. So basically, you would select the starting process, apply to batch, and now you see these are both changed to mortgage. So let's change these back. This one was IRA. This one is brokerage. And now we're ready to submit these documents to IPP. We have a couple options. We can submit either the entire batch or the current document. Let's submit the batch. And these documents will go into the jobs queue. The jobs queue is patterned after the Windows print queue. Basically, the jobs are created. They go into the queue where they're processed. We did, and while these are being processed, the interface is freed up so you can continue scanning. We thought this was a must-have feature given all the Infinity or computing in the cloud environments. Jobs queue has 2 tables. The top is lists the jobs that are in the queue. The bottom are the details or the documents for each queue. So let's take a look at the jobs. We have the top jobs is by job number. For each job, you'll have a status. This can be success. It could be pending if it is still uploading, or it could have an error if there's errors with the job. It shows you who the starting user is, when it was submitted, the number of documents, and the number of pages that are in the job. In the documents table, you can actually see that there were 2 documents. Both are successfully uploaded to IPP. If there were any errors, it would show up in this details area. It just shows you the start time, the processes that were created. In this case, it was we had a brokerage and an IRA. It actually gives you the process OID for each of these processes. In this case, it's 18 to 19. The toolbar contains options for exporting to CSV or Excel. Also options to hide the jobs by their various statuses. This will refresh, which just refreshes the table. You can retry jobs that have had errors. In this case, ours is successful. You can pause jobs, and you can delete jobs. We'll use the walkthrough of Infinity Scan. If you have any questions or comments, you can send them to me via email, kyle.hargett@sunguard.com. Also, if you've enjoyed this video, you can check out the companion video for the Infinity Image Viewer. In the Infinity Image Viewer walkthrough, we log into the IPP portal, find the processes that were started via scan, open the images or the documents in the new image viewer, and walk through the functionality of the new image viewer.